Man, it is so bad out here all over the world and the internet. Seriously, guys. I don't know if you guys have been seeing everywhere, but AI has taken control of the world and in the internet, YouTube, and everywhere. And I find it pretty crazy that, we're living in a time that everything, the creativity, everything just revolves on, bots and robots, views and things. And everybody wants to now like depend on this. Like everybody wants to depend on robots. Like it's really crazy, guys. Like I don't know if you guys, I know you guys have heard of ChatGPT, all these type of softwares and AI things, but it's really insane the fact that like nowadays everybody just wants to use AI and feel like this is the solution to creativity. Like literally, like nowadays, it's hard to know what is real or fake because AI has taken over everything all over the internet. And it's pretty crazy that the US right now kind of wants to invest into AI so much, and they're saying that they want to invest thousands of dollars, or billions of dollars, just for this thing, AI softwares. It's pretty crazy, guys. Like nowadays, when you're all over YouTube, sometimes you don't really know what's real or not. Like you see, you know, like people with high views and channels, and you don't know if they're really real people or what. You get me? Now, I know that YouTube is very hard to get fake views because, they say YouTube has an algorithm, and they carefully select the views and things like that for videos, But personally, at the end of the day, any social media outlet, like for example, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, they all use algorithms and things, guys, and pretty much, you're always dealing with a robot nowadays, and you don't know what's real or genuine, like sometimes you're on YouTube or any platform and just random people just start commenting and messaging and you don't really know who's real or fake, guys. So it's pretty crazy, like we come to a world that we don't know what's real or not, guys. Like nowadays there's a software called Sora. This software, I'm seeing that even for professional wrestling, I'm seeing that it seems like it's kids or weird people using these softwares. I really don't understand the wrestling fans nowadays, but they're using this software called Sora, and pretty much they're just creating things with it, like they're using people that have passed away and things like that, and this software like Sora is able to create pretty much a character, real life character, like using facial recognition and everything. And it's pretty insane that we have a software that can actually do that. I'm sure you guys can relate with me with this, but this is really scary. Like to see Sora, like a software like that can just create characters out of nowhere, is pretty bizarre to me. Like that this is what the world and everybody just wants to invest in, and they feel like it's money. I feel like sometimes AI sometimes was good to use mostly for like creating certain descriptions or certain things, but that's also bad too because you don't know who's really writing things nowadays. You don't know who's really being genuinely creating things. Like, is it a robot who gave you this information? Did you create this title with a robot? You get me? So it's just gotten so out of control, in my opinion, now, all over the internet, that you don't know what's really real, fake, or genuine, guys. Like, even with me, I have to say, I don't even know, honestly, if the subscribers I have really in my channel right now, in this YouTube channel, is actually real people or not. Because sometimes it's like nobody really responds to anything. I post videos, you notify your subscribers sometimes, and they don't really watch anything. So it's really hard to really know like what's real or fake. You get me, guys? Like it's really crazy how the world is. We're in 2025 and now going to 2026, and And it's just gonna get worse. Like now it's all over your smartphones and everything, guys. There was a time that really back in the days, I feel like things were so simpler. Like everything was original, from artwork, music, you create your creativity, and a lot of things. But nowadays it's no longer like that. So like nobody wants to work hard anymore. I feel like we've come to a time that nobody wants to really be original in art and anything, that they just want to use AI for everything now. Like it's on your phones, in your car, everywhere now, and it's pretty crazy that we're really depending on robots for everything right now, guys. Like, can you imagine that, so much the US wants to invest in AI that is able to recognize a face, but all of a sudden this robot can just emulate the face of a president and fake a speech and send it to the whole country and the world, for something, and really that wasn't the president. Can you imagine something like that, where, somebody emulates the United States president and that wasn't really the real president who made the speech? Can you imagine that? That's pretty crazy, in my opinion, if that ever even happens in the US. Now, this is really just my opinion, but I honestly feel like AI is seriously ruining the internet and everything. Nothing is genuine anymore. Nothing is real. And that's just really how I personally feel about everything. But feel free to comment down below, guys, and let me know your thoughts. Feel free to engage if anyone is real or is actually even really watching this video somewhere. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Take care.